Hey, this is Jim from Empower Group, and I'm coming at you with another great marketing article that we're just going to go over and talk a little bit about. So, like I was saying before on some of the other ones, we just try to find some of the great marketing articles out there that I read and try to read on a daily and weekly basis. And I'm just going to record videos of them, me going over them, reading through them, and pointing out some of the great ideas that are contained within them, because there are some great ideas to help small businesses, and that's who we're focused on, is small business local marketing. So this one it's from business.com. It's written by David Gargaro. Hope that's how you pronounce your name. And it's just from a month or two ago, but it's you can see by the title, it's very applicable to small businesses. 15 local marketing strategies to promote your local business. So let's dive into the article and talk a little bit about it. So he writes, these marketing strategies for small businesses can improve your engagement with potential customers in your local market. There are many ways for a small business to market nationally and internationally. Digital products can be downloaded from almost anywhere in the world, and digital marketing options abound to deliver products wherever shipping companies operate. However, local businesses must be able to market their products and services within their marketplace, especially when borders close and multinational companies make it difficult for small businesses to compete on the world stage. So the solution is to promote your small business by engaging in local business marketing. And then he has a little sub headline, what is local business marketing? And I like this definition. Local business marketing is the strategy of marketing your business's products or services within your community. This type of marketing is common for restaurants, bars, grocery stores, bank branches, clothing stores, and other brick and mortar businesses that serve local communities. Okay, the next subheadline is the importance of local business marketing. And if you watch any of my videos, you'll know soon enough that I do believe that local business is the heart of our economy. It's super important. A lot of local businesses don't market particularly well, and I hope that we can change that. He talks about local businesses have a lot of competition. Boy, isn't that the truth, both down the street and online. And the online part is getting just crazy right now. Most products are available for purchase online from companies that sell through their physical locations and on their websites, as well as from companies that sell only online. Local businesses depend on customers in their immediate geographic area, and small business marketing is essential for informing customers in your local market about current and new products and services, as well as for communicating sales and discounts. Okay, so I totally agree with all of this. I mean, we go on to talk about 15 different ways that local businesses can market better in their area, and I agree with almost all of them. There's one or two that I think are not that important, and the order that he has them in, I don't know. I think some of them are definitely more important, and you should be doing some of them earlier, but we'll talk about that. So let's look at the types of local business marketing. Number one, set up a free Google listing. So this is kind of important. If you have a local business and you don't have a Google My Business page, you really are missing out. Let's find out why. According to Bright Local's 2019 Local Consumer Review Survey, 90% of people search online for local businesses. 33% of them do it every day. And the survey found that 82% of people read online reviews of local businesses, and 97% of people who read the reviews also read the business's response to those reviews. Those are good reasons for your small business to have an online presence. And most people who look for a local small business start with Google, which is why it's important to have a Google listing. So again, Google My Business is a free service you sign up for. And if you never have, or you don't understand what it is, you need to go on Google and find out if someone is actually, like maybe a customer, has already set up a Google My Business page for you, and people are already talking about you without you even knowing about it. Some of the important things to remember for a Google listing, he lists them here. You need to have your physical address, your phone number and email address, hours of operation, directions to your store, your website. Hopefully you have a website. And you can put as many photos of your store and your products in there. And it really is good to have as many as you can in there. And get good quality pictures too. That really helps. Your customers can add pictures. And of course they can leave reviews. And your overall star rating, it really is important. That same Bright Local survey, it found that only 53% of people would use this local business with fewer than 4 stars as an average rating. So definitely, I agree with this 100%. Get a Google My Business listing and work it. Make sure that you're updating it and that it is, the information on it is consistent with everything else you're doing, whether that's social media, your website, any other listings that you have. Number 2, monitor your business with Google Alerts. This is a really good idea. The author writes that Google Alerts enable you to find out what people are saying about your small business online. And you can set up a Google Alert for the name of your business or specific keywords to receive a report by email whenever someone publishes something with the name of your business or those keywords. Now this is really important because if you don't do this, someone's going to write a review online on Google, on Yelp, on whatever review site that you might use, and you won't see it, and you might take too long to reply to it. It's okay if you get a negative review, but if you don't reply to it and you don't turn that into something positive, then it could be a bad thing. The third item he talks about is verifying your Yelp profile. Now, there are other review sites, there are other directories, there are other sites out there that talk about your business. And it just depends. In some areas, Yelp is really widely used. In my area of Southern Alberta, Yelp is not that really widely used. But it's starting to get used more. And so it's a good idea to take control of it and at least make sure that the information listed on Yelp is valid. And if you get any crazy or weird reviews on there, you're able to respond to them and take care of them. Number 4, build a social media presence. Yes, your customers are on social media. Your local business should be as well. You can set up a profile on social media networks that matter to your local business and its customers. Which ones matter to your local business and your customers? Ask them. Find out what your customers are using for social media and then be where they are. For example, if you work with other businesses, set up a LinkedIn page. If you sell products that are visually appealing, create an Instagram profile. If you like to share thoughts about leadership, tips, ideas, other content, Twitter. Or if you just really want to waste time, Twitter. Just kidding, my own personal bias there. But building a social media presence, it's important to do. But it's important to do well. And the thing with social media is that if you're going to do it and you don't have the time to do it, then you should really hire someone to make sure that your social media is consistent. Most social media experts say that, and this is our own advice at Empower Group, is post 2 times a day or clients won't come your way. Post 2 times a day or customers will stay away. And people will sit there and go, 2 times a day? That's 60 posts a month. That's crazy. I don't have that much time. Well, if you don't, you might want to think about outsourcing it. Number 5, partnering with local influencers. At one time, this was important. The author in this article, he really is into paying or sponsoring influencers to promote your small business. And I think for small local businesses, I'm not sure if this is the best way to go, because you can get into a really weird situation paying people who are supposed social media influencers. How do you know they are, right? I mean, somebody has a big following on Facebook or Instagram. You don't know if those are all local, right? So I would be concerned about that with local influence. Make sure that they are actual local influencers and they're not just, they've got a huge following, but it's from places that are never going to use you. Number 6, start a blog or newsletter. content marketing is important because it helps your business become more search engine friendly. And so a newsletter, even not even looking at the search engine side of things, a newsletter is important because it's a great way to reach out to your customers. And that brings me to number 7, creating an email list. Honestly, this should be number 1 if we're talking about order of importance. Create an email list. The author here says email marketing is very effective, offers a great return on investment. That is absolutely true. You need to have a list of your customers. Okay, whether that's email, whether that's text message, SMS, you need a list that you can send out offers, newsletter, just because you want to make sure that they remember who you are. It's not your customer's job to remember who you are and what you do. It's your job to remind them. So creating an email list, this should be number 1. It should be huge. Number 2 or 1B should be what this author has for number 8 is focusing on customer service. If you're not doing a good job on customer service, then none of this really matters, okay? And he's right. A way to gain advantage over large companies and online businesses is to provide great customer service. That is your edge because you can and they can't. Okay, you have that edge, use it. So great customer service. Again, that should be 1B. Number 2, importance is huge. Number 9, this is a great tip as well. Run contests and special promotions. Everybody loves to win a prize. Everybody. You know, years ago, I used to work for I used to consult for a large client, and I would have to travel a lot. And I was always eating in new restaurants or different places, and you know, always at lunchtime, and every single place had the big fish bowl that said, "Hey, win a free lunch. Put your business card in here." That was when we all carried business cards. I honestly, I put hundreds and hundreds of business cards in fish bowls across Western Canada. How many times was I ever contacted? And I'm not talking about to win a free lunch. Who cares about that? How many times was I ever contacted, sent an email? My email address was on every single one of those cards. My phone number was on every single card. How often was I ever contacted with a, hey, we're having a great special on this, da-da-da-da? Never. Not once. Ever. So a good idea, run contests. You're getting people's contact information, but then you're not ever contacting them? That's crazy. This is why you run those, so that you can get contact information and you can make that one-time customer a multi-time customer and keep them coming in. So it's a great idea, but if you're not using it to build a list and market to that list, then why are you bothering? Tip number 10, offer discounts and coupons. So the author says customers like to save money wherever they have a chance to do so. Yeah, they do. Okay, the internet has made it easy for people to compare prices and search for the best deals. Yeah, it has. And as a small business, you have to be aware of that, and you have to use that to your ability. You have to put offers in front of people, okay? That's one of the great things when you have your email list, you've gathered up new people's information, put offers out there. Groupon is still super popular. Why? Because people love deals. But if you're putting a deal on Groupon, man, there's not a lot of money to be made on there because you have to give a 50% discount and then Groupon takes 50% of what you sell for. But if you can run your own Groupon and put your own coupons out there, then you don't have to pay so much. But again, it works. You have to be careful about it. You don't want to put yourself out of business because you offered too deep of a discount, but put offers in front of people. Number 11, this is a great one. It should be up at the top. Do you have a customer loyalty program? If you don't, you need to make one. Okay? The author says every local business depends on repeat customers. Yes. 1000% yes. You cannot survive in a business only having one and done customers. One and done customers, you'll be done before long, right? Okay, he uses the common example of a customer loyalty program with a stamp card. Once the card's filled with stamps, you get a free gift or free item or free whatever. There's so many ways to implement a customer loyalty program. Digital is the way to go. And at Empower Group, we have several different programs that help businesses very easily, very simply, very economically start digital customer loyalty programs. It's a good tip, and it works really well. Start a referral program. Okay, referral programs work. Years and years ago, I worked in the automotive industry, and our dealerships, we offered referral fees. When someone referred a customer, we paid that person who gave the referral. I was just meeting with some local realtors the other day. They pay people for leads on listings, and they pay a lot, and they are happy to pay because it makes them a ton of money. Okay, so start your own referral program. Have your customers, give them incentive. You don't have to pay money. You can have other incentives, but do something to get them referring people to you. Number 13, tip 13, join a local networking group. This is a good idea, and it's probably around where it should be. Networking isn't dead yet. It's still important. Don't go in expecting instant sales, though. Like, you're going to join your local chamber of commerce. That's great. Go there, build relationships with other business owners. Don't try to sell them right away. But start building your professional network. It's a great idea. There's other local groups as well, too. When you're just looking at them as a quick sales idea, I don't think they're that great. But if you're looking to build great professional networks, they're fantastic. The author says there are many ways to grow your local business through networking groups. For example, you can form partnerships with members of your group to hold events, engage in promotions, save on hosting events, and offer discounts to a wider audience. All really good examples where you can get from giving. Tip number 14, support the community. And this you have to decide on what you can actually do and how much you're going to do. It is a good idea to give back. The author says one of the best ways to support your community is to donate to a local charity. And that is a great way to do it. Don't break yourself doing it, but as your business grows, definitely support to a charity. And that might best be starting out volunteering at the events. You could work yourself up to making financial contributions. You could donate percentage of sales. Donate goods and services that you have. Again, find a way that works for your business. If it's just volunteering, awesome. But make sure that you promote your community support as well too. Let people know about it. It's not bragging. It's just getting your name out there and getting the word out to your prospective clients and your current customers. And finally, number 15, create a mobile app. As the author says, many consumers search for local businesses and make purchases using their mobile devices. Yeah, that's kind of a bit of an understatement. People use their smartphones, their mobile devices now for a lot of things, and finding businesses is one of the biggest ones. You know, if you went back 15, 20 years ago, people used the yellow pages to find you, but not anymore. They're using their device. They're using their phone. And creating an app is not that expensive, not as expensive as it used to be. You can create an app for the big app stores, or you can create one that's a progressive web app that in a lot of cases is actually better. It's a way cheaper, but it's better because your customer doesn't need as much storage bandwidth to download your app and be able to use it on their phone. We actually help clients create and even do their own DIY progressive web app program where you can get your own app, you do the work, you pay us a small hosting fee. It works great. So that's the 15 tips for marketing your local business. Again, There's really only one there, I guess, that I didn't really agree with too much or think that was that important. Most of them were awfully good. And especially the whole thing about building a list, email, SMS, whatever. If you don't have a strategy yet on how to do that and how to use it, maybe give us a call. It's Jim at Empower Group. We love to do that. We love to help people build those list building strategies. And then once you have that list, how do you make the most out of it? How do you reach out and remind people who you are, what you do, and why they should come back? If you think of any other good articles, or you've seen any others that you can recommend, put them in the comments. I'd love to hear about them, and I'll talk to you later.